Sanjeev Edward, CEO, GMR Group.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chief Minister, sir. And I represent the Air Cargo Forum India, as this is the only body in the country which is representing the entire air cargo supply chain. And we are very privileged also later today, sir, you will be inaugurating the Andhra chapter. Actually, we are launching now because we want to be involved with the state. And I'm also the CEO for Cargo and Logistics for the GMR airports. So in addition to Hyderabad and Goa, we also run the Delhi airport, which is the biggest cargo hub in the country now, doing 1 million metric tons annually, sir. Sir, I have 2 points, and we're also privileged to be developing the Bhogapuram airport, sir. So I have 2 points, sir. Firstly, on this vision of building an aviation ecosystem, currently there's an open skies policy for the freighters, which allows foreign airlines to fly only to one Indian airport. Now, this has to be amended for permitting them to fly to 2 airports at least. So, one airport could be any hub airport in the country, but also one of our airports in the state of Andhra Pradesh. I'll give you an example, sir. I mean, 60% of the cargo from here, like 15,000 tons annually, is pharmaceuticals. And pharma typically requires, skidded cargo, so which means wide body aircraft. It can't go on the narrow body. But new airports and the current ones only have narrow body passenger aircraft, which are not able to support the pharmaceutical which we need to export from our state. But this lack of volumes from one airport for a wide body freighter makes it unviable for the airlines to fly into these airports. So the recommendation is, if we allow these double dipping, then the foreign airlines can come into one major airport and also a state airport in Andhra Pradesh. And so the second ask is that, especially for new airports like Bhogapuram, which is coming up, it will have a capacity of 30,000 metric tons on day one. Now, at least for an initial five-year period, for instance, this double dipping permission for new airports can be allowed, so that, the foreign carriers can fly over there and, support the business locally. So the second point is, sir, also on the fulfilling your vision of, logistics as a growth engine for the state economy by having integrated multimodal connectivity. Now, we need comprehensive logistics hubs where the airport and seaport are working in absolute synergy and supported by road. Sir, like if you know global examples, Rotterdam, Amsterdam, Dubai, DWC and Jebel Ali Port, these are Singapore, they are all having a synergy between airport and seaport. So we have a great opportunity to make Visakhapatnam India's first truly comprehensive logistics hub, where sea and air and road can be fully integrated, sir. Now we are where the Bhogapuram Airport, Vizag Port and the 3 industrial corridors can actually work together. We will be competing with global hubs because, Dubai, for instance, between the airport and the seaport, the 6-hour connectivity, which is possible. So our processes, when we do, it has to be, better than them. So we are able to compete. So there are 2 points that is required over here. Firstly, we have these hubs need to have, intermodal connectivity and compatibility. So policy changes are required, sir, in terms of the transshipment from sea to air and air to sea should be completely online, paperless. We will actually give a paper on that, sir, how what exactly the recommendations. We'll give a detailing on that. And sir, also now we need the supporting infra for exports and imports both. For example, our mangoes from here, the best quality mangoes we do with the export possibility, US, Australia, other places. But we don't have an irradiation facility closer to the airports, which means our mangoes are getting diverted, for instance, to Bangalore, and it flies out of there. So setting up an irradiation facility closer to the airports, this will help our local farmers, they will also help them get a better price in the international markets, and also, drive the 2 logistics objectives that we have of export growth as well as increasing the per capita income. The second point is, sir, on the imports. Now we also import the shrimp for the brood stock. And we have no aqua quarantine facility. That facility also, if we develop closer to the airports, then again, this will help our fisheries by improving, the quality of livestock, which kind of perishes if it's not there, and also improving jobs and livelihood. So these 2 things, sir, we'll be very happy if, if we can get support to drive this. It'll actually help, the state immensely, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Satish Lakaraju, CEO, Next Gen Logistics.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chief Minister. My pleasure to be speaking today on the request from the ACAGO India. I also represent the board of ACAGO Forum of India, part of Sanjeev's team. Any state or any country to grow, your gateway is normally the airport where you enter. And in your leadership, we've seen what you have done to the cargo industry when you bought Emirates to Hyderabad and subsequently Qatar and Singapore Airlines. I think for Andhra Pradesh, our request would be is that the open sky policy, which currently restricts foreign carriers to come into it, Andhra's majority of the population is in North America, and that is the company through which I service the people there. So we would request your intervention for the open sky policy, because the Honorable Aviation Minister also belongs to this state. That will allow us to bring in more freighters and capacity also into the state of Andhra Pradesh, and with the growth, that will lead to employment in multiple ways. And we as ACFI are happy to work and we are launching the chapter today. So that's my first take, sir. Second is logistics industry has always been a neglected industry by everyone over the last so many years. We have not been given the industry status the way we wanted it for many, many years, which has resulted in multiple issues for us. We would want respectfully that this state considers the logistics industry and the supply chain industry to be the backbone for the country's growth. And we are ready to submit a document to that also to help us, give us a particular thing, so that good warehouses can come up here. A lot of the speakers spoke about warehousing and distribution, and where land acquisition is one of the major problems. So grade A warehouses can be built as well, and we are happy to get the investment from large investors into this state. And the last and most important, I feel, is now with your think tank talking about drones. We are ready to look at drones and vertical takeoffs for the logistics industry specifically. I'm not talking about anything else, where cargoes from a place like Srikakulam can be brought into Vijayawada into, say, Bangalore or anywhere, so that the courier, express and e-commerce industry can become a role model. Because today I represent a brand called Garuda Vega also, where we carry a lot of cargoes to the US and the rest of them. So if that bit of a clearance can be given, I think we will make a great difference to the Andhra and to the country as well. And I think that is where we would want to partner with you on a very serious note, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, currently there is no clarity from, we have people who manufacture drones. We have payload capacity of 100 to 150 kilos drones which are there. They have come and met you also. But that policy, we don't have clarity when we can go live with it. Today, if we are able to get drones through hydrogen operations, then what would happen is it is not only sustainable, but we can do 7 to 8 sorties on a particular route. For example, today in Vijayawada, if we are able to put one drone and fly it into Hyderabad at every 1 hour, you bring down the logistics cost substantially. You also increase the speed of connectivity, and it will be one of the model which will break all things in it, because then you don't get traffic on the ground as well. So it doesn't need a lot of investment, but it could be a game changer to the industry.
Anywhere it has been successful?
It is not. It is being used in Africa. There is a case where all your medical supplies have today happened for vaccine and rest of them. Your government was very successful with drones usage for floods, but I'm talking specifically for cargo. And if a document has to be submitted, we are more than happy to do that.
You are talking about cargo.
Cargo, sir, specifically.
Drone cargo.
Okay, sir.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
We can come back. You have calculated the cost?
Yes, sir. I have calculated the cost per
But
kilometer.
what is the cost effectiveness?
It is around 80 rupees per kg if you drew for a sector of 250 kilos. Someone may come up and ask me it's 10 rupees on road, but then the difference is, since it's by hydrogen and the investment is low, you increase the speed, and it's predominantly for perishables, sir. So that model, we can submit it to the government, someone can want to look at
You
it.
give me
and-
the model, we'll work it out.
Thank you, sir.
Because we established drone city for both areas. One is defense, one is civilian applications. This is one area where we are thinking cargo.
Yes.
And also application for agriculture, pesticides pest how to control, and also mosquitoes how to control. So many civil applications we are working. Small way they have done as on today, different areas, especially medicines, in hill terrain like that. But if it is cost effective with hydrogen, tomorrow green hydrogen is a reality. We are going in that direction. If it clicks, then lot of saving of time and also pollution. If you can reduce the cost, then nothing like that. Let
Sure,
us see.
sir. We'll work on it.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Vijay Kumar Singh. I represent Container Corporation of India Limited. So it's Government of India, Minister of